I've asked so many people to come on the show from X, and you decided to come on right away. I guess I want to ask you, like, what made you decide right away to say yes to my invitation, because that rarely happens.
I mean, I'm a bit of an introvert. So it felt like a good opportunity to have a great conversation and in a safe space. And so I like that. I did notice that a fair amount of people I would probably consider racialized as Black do anonymous. So I thought about that a little bit on the lead up to all of this. But yeah, I mean, I feel like it's really important to have these conversations, and especially I think there are some unique perspectives like mine, where I just lived in a big fog until I didn't, and that makes me more mindful of what other people's experiences are, especially honestly white people, and not feeling like I need to attack their beliefs or
Wait, 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 wait,
their
wait, wait, wait. This
actions.
is it. This is it. You nailed it. Okay, this is what I wanted. This is what I truly wanted to ask you. You just nailed it. Okay, good. So this is the parallel. All right. So you have insight into living in that fog and coming out of it and kind of having the realization that all of these thoughts and thoughts that you were even acting on, probably, like, were nonsense, and you need and were wrong. And so that is the same thing that people who grew up in a racialized environment as white people, they experience that when they realize the environment around them is chock full of white supremacy and
Yeah,
anti-black racism and bigotry. And
right.
then they're faced with this reality, right? And then they have to come to terms with that and kind of move from there. So, like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the parallel right there. But you seem to have done it, like, I don't know, maybe it's just my perception of it, but it doesn't seem like it was that difficult for you. Like, it seemed like it came a little bit easy for you to have that acceptance, anyway. I would say is the thing that I'm noticing. It seems like, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it does seem like acceptance came to you fairly easily, as opposed to a lot of racialized white people I encounter. Acceptance of racism and its impacts and the consequences and what it means for them and others seems to be very hard for them to accept. So, am I right, first of all? And if I am,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, I think part of that is that I am Black. And so, the notion of myself as an exception was easy to put aside when I realized that I'm actually not better or set apart from anyone. And I believed that in general about all the other people. But I didn't believe it about Black people until I had that moment. And then it was like, oh, well, this makes sense in the grand scheme of things and my personal beliefs anyway. And really, what I've been doing is having this weird barrier and thinking of Black people as some sort of other entity that un like different than all the other humans and the way I regard them. And that was easy to set aside. Like, well, I don't need to be better for any reason. I don't need to be an exception. Let's all be exceptions together. Like, so yeah, I mean, I think that's very different because the people who are racialized as white don't have to have that same, oh, this became my community. Like, I understood myself as part of the thing that I had been trying to separate myself from. And so I think that's probably a little different for people who don't, they're not necessarily part of the thing. They just have to change how they view it.
That's yeah,
Um,
that's a really good point. You are part of the thing. That's true. Yeah. So, like, that's definitely gonna lead to a different reaction, I guess.
yeah.
Okay, good point. So, I guess one thing that I'm trying to do is, right, expand that umbrella so that they are part of the thing, because they actually
Right.
are.
Yeah.
In reality,
They
they are
are.
part of the thing. Like, they're like
Yeah.
the main part of the thing. Actually,
Yeah.
like, they control the thing. They could anyway.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of racialized white people are fearful of that.